How are you guys doing today? It is me, Official Ghostly Gamer, and welcome back to another video. Now today, I don't have the greatest news ever. I kinda may or may not have did an oopsie, and that oopsie is I guess I forgot to, well, here's the oopsie, alright? This is gonna be unedited, because I have to take the blame for this. So pretty much, while I was changing the face cam of my video, I may or may not have kind of altered how my screen was being recorded, and when I recorded the Subnautica video, it only recorded the bottom 3/4, like the bottom of the screen. I wasn't very happy of it, let alone feel like I should have put it out on YouTube, so I'm kind of just going to do a voiceover real quick on what I'm doing. And also, if you can't tell today, guys, I'm sick. Well, not really sick, I just have really bad allergies. So, hopefully that will get better, but, yeah. So we started off, obviously, last episode being in the Aurora, after finishing exploring the entire thing. And if you guys haven't already yet, go watch the previous episodes of Subnautica, get yourself caught up. And, yeah, so pretty much we went to we left off at the Aurora, and, yeah. So, the next thing see, if you didn't know, this entire video was me planning on heading towards the island. Now, before we were going to go to the island, I decided to take a quick pit stop to plan ahead for the next episode, which is where I'm going to be using the habitat builder to build stuff. So, I just went around, looted for a little bit, and successfully built the habitat builder. Now, you're probably sitting here looking at this picture thinking, holy crap, there's a lot to comprehend in here. But I will just quickly explain what happened. So pretty much we arrived at the island, and whilst at the island, I did scan a lot of things. And here are the main points of interest. I scanned the multipurpose room, observatory, bulkhead door, spotlight, indoor grow bed, and exterior grow bed. Interior grow bed and exterior grow bed. So, and also while we were there, we picked up this little thing called a purple tablet. I'll figure out what that's about later. And as you can see, there are like 3 bases on the island, and whilst around them, I found 4 voice logs that belong to this apparent crew team called the Degasi. I don't know much about the Degasi, but I guess we will figure it out in a short period of time. And I did actually... What we did find was I listened to all these voice logs, and I guess I will just show you my reactions to these voice logs. Those things, like fragments, that way I can get this rifle. You know what? Up here I think is a pretty good spot to start listening to our PDAs. Alright.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
So are these survivors before us? I'm confused. Because it's not our ship. Degasi, I think, is another ship. Were these before us or after us? How long have we been on this island? Like, it says here... Day 9, so we've been here for just a bit more than a week. But if you gotta remember, we were knocked out for... Who knows how long we were knocked out for at the start of the game when we were knocked out. Because already we were on day 3 and people... Well, I guess that makes sense, but... maybe if we were only knocked out a couple... I'm just gonna listen to this next one and just keep my mouth shut.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Alright, I don't mean to pause it, but, yeah, so this is, I confirmed my theory, this is another ship, the Degasi, because the Aurora, we know that the captain has passed away, from the voice log from a couple episodes ago, but I think his name was Officer something. But yeah, so pretty much, so this is a whole new ship, or a whole different ship. So,
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what it tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
alright, so, my takeaway from that, so obviously they're up here, they're farming, there must be like an actual storm, like not like a water storm, like an actual like rain, thunderstorm. So, and Paul Torgal, he was the captain of the ship, and his son Bart Torgal is his like son. And then Marguerite is, I guess, this random girl that was also on the Degasi. So yeah, let's just get into voice log number 3.
You see, Chief, you brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. Take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
Alright, so I think now they've decided, you know what, they're not going to live here. I think they're looking for another location. Well, it's not like they are, but it looks like the storm must have tore up their base pretty badly.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
So, let's try to figure this out. So we're here, we're right by this base. This base does not look like it has only been here for 9 days. So, the Degasi people must have come a long time ago, I would assume. Insanely long, but maybe like a couple years. So the Degasi, they're an entire other ship that it looks like their entire crew sunk except for 3 people, Marguerite, Paul, and Bart. They've been living up here, but then they realized, like, because of the storms and all this outside weather conditions, that it would be better maybe if they lived down in, if they lived down in the deep where they don't have to deal with this kind of storm. So it looks like they have found a base that I have no clue. Proposed Degasi habitat. Is that their next base? Yo. Now here's the question I'm putting out there. Have they been rescued? Are they still alive somewhere on this planet? Or have they been killed by something? We've seen big creatures. But the only creatures that have really bothered me are those one in the creepvine zones and those ones in the red grass. Those have been the only ones that have truly been like a problem. I did see that big creature by the ship though. But this doesn't look that far. This just looks like right down there. And the ship's all the way over there. You know what? We're going to leave it to next episode, guys. But before we do that, I am probably going to do next episode is I'm going to build a base. That's definitely for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe today to join the Ghostly Army. And until next time.